All right, happy Friday. So today's warm-up is I want to ask you, looking at Britain, France, and Russia in the late 1800s, early 1900s, what are some of the common trends that you see? All right, so these are world powers, right? So, but trends. So, for example, I'll just do one. So, maybe greater separation of church and state, right? So, not so much Russia with Nicholas, but after he's gone. Absolutely. They really, disassemble or disassociate with the church. And we see that in France as well with, the Catholic Church not necessarily running all the schools, and people are able to practice freely. So, and there are many others. Okay, so please name a couple trends that you see in these three countries during this chapter. Okay, so our objectives are basically the same, basically looking at France because we're taking a quiz on that, but then we're going to get into the next section. So of course, do the warm-up with CNN 10 and then submit that, please, week 25. And then you'll take the quiz, and then after, and by the way, I got to mention this, notes are welcome. Anything you wrote down on paper is fine to use, all right? I would think just from the presentation yesterday, but yeah. And then chapter 9, I want to kind of intro this one. I'm really excited for this one because it is different. Kind of like the chapter 6, the Industrial Revolution chapter, was a little different as well. It's going to be looking at bigger concepts instead of just necessarily like names and dates and things like that. It's going to be looking at imperialism. So the chapter is quite different, and that's a good thing. Oh, hi, Katie. Sorry. It's quite different, and I'm excited for it. So I think they're easy to understand because they're very focused on specific topics and trends and things like that. And it's relatively short as well. So we'll be able to do a little bit more fun activities, I think, with this chapter. So, but with that, section 1, I do want you to do, the vocab and then the summary, making sure you know what social Darwinism is and things like that. And then we have a reading to answer some questions and then one video. Okay, so it's actually relatively short. So we'll finish this up on Monday in class. All right. All right, that's it. Good luck on the quiz, and I'll see you Monday.